Hello everybody. Today we're going to do some pranayama, so the basics of breathing techniques. This is our first session in the new year. So I just want you to start the new year with the control of your own lives and breath. So it starts with the breath, because without the breath we wouldn't be alive. So let's learn about it. So what does it mean, breath control? How do you breathe? All the techniques we use in yoga, they all work in a different way. So just want you to start breathing with me so we can just practice just a normal breath. And just notice how you're breathing. Are you breathing in the chest, in the front, or the back, or the deep? Without judging it, just breathe normally. Then notice that you might be not actually breathing that deep at all. So you might be just using this area in the chest, which most people do. So that's not a problem. So that's the way we breathe. We notice that first. And then we are going to try to deepen our breath. So we just try to notice there's other places that we can breathe into, because the whole of the torso is a cavity and there's space in between the organs that you can expand and pull in together. So now inhale into the lower part and into the middle, and then the lungs as much as you can expand sideways and backwards. As you exhale, relax through the lower abs and the middle and the shoulders and the neck. And then relax again. Now I want you to just count your breath. So this is going to be simple. In for 4, out for 4. So we're going to inhale 2, 3, 4, and exhale. And practice that for a while. And relax now, stop counting. Now next stage is going to be we extend the exhalation. So the exhalation extension means that you can get rid of more toxins and you slow your breathing right down. So let's try 4 counts in, 6 counts out. And relax for a while. And notice what we did. So when we breathe in, because we are counting the breath, there's a moment we don't do anything so that we can finish the inhalation, and then you start exhaling, and after the exhalation there's a pause where you finish the exhalation. So I want you to count another count for this retentions. So we're going to count, inhale for 4, retain 1, exhale 6, retain 1. So let's try that. And relax for a while. Notice how you're feeling, how your mood changed, and how you started to now maybe relax a little bit more. So just try to relax the neck and the shoulders. Now I'm going to extend my inhalation and exhalation because I can. So that's I can. So you can still count to 4, retain 1, count to 6, retain 1. I'm going to count to 6 inhale, retain 2, out on exhalation 8, and retain for 2. So you just try your best. Even if it doesn't make it don't pass out, just keep breathing. And I'm just trying to guide you through it basically. So here we go. Now breathe normally. You can close your eyes or lie down if you want. Just notice how you're feeling now. Sometimes breathing that controlled and you're counting and you're trying to deepen, you feel much more strong to the core. You worked hard, that can make you feel exhausted. Also, you're oxygenated in a different way. So you might feel you're lightheaded or dizzy. All these kind of things are normal. You can keep your eyes closed. I'm just going to explain what we did there. So when we retain after inhalation, you're encouraging gaseous exchange in the bloodstream. So you're exchanging oxygen, absorbing it into the cell. And as you exhale, you're trying to get rid of carbon dioxide. And when you retain that exhalation, you're really making sure the gaseous exchange happens. So you really absorb and excrete in the retentions. So you encourage that to happen. Also, you notice when you slow your breath down, you're more aware of your body in a different way, because you're aware in internal. So you start becoming more in control of your internal organs and aware of them. If you start breathing faster, you're aware of your muscular system, so you're moving faster, and or you feel energetic and the emotion changes. So this is the way we can control our breath. That means you can actually change the mood and change the bodily responses. So this is why we do the pranayama. Okay, so I hope this is kind of helping you. And I'm just gonna do another breathing technique called the fire breath. So we're gonna go on the lower abs, and this is gonna be hard again because you're sitting upright. I'm gonna cross my legs now. You can sit in the chair or recline on the wall if you feel you need to. I'm just gonna go support my legs here so I can focus on my core muscles. This is going to work the lower abs and work the core muscles, and it's going to give you more energy. Just it's gonna wake you up and cleanse your breathing system. So if you start snotting out as you exhale because we are forcing the air out, you might need tissues. Okay, so we're gonna try to breathe in and then pump the stomach 20 times. I go fast, 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 and towards the end I got not much in the breath left. I slow it down on the last three and trying to squeeze the stomach as hard as I can. So here we go. Relax, observe the feeling, breathe normally. You don't have to do too many of these. 3 sets is enough, and this is good in the morning so you can open up your breathing channels so you can breathe properly. And breathe normally. And relax. And notice the feeling now. So because I squeeze the breath out of my nostrils, I feel all my sinus cavities. So they're all feeling more airy, more spacious. I already did the netapod this morning, so nothing came out of my nostrils because I cleansed my breathing ways already before the session. But if you haven't done that, you're going to feel more oxygenated in the brain. And all the cavities in the head feel open and fresh. And notice that when your core is active, you're sitting upright more. And you feel the release in the spine. And you're starting to feel all the chakras. So that you can feel your base chakra. And you can feel the center here where you did the fire breath. So that's where the energy comes from, the solar plexus. And you feel light on the chest because you're able to breathe easier, so that your chest feels open when the core is active. And then it reflects to the throat chakra because then you don't feel the throat sinking down. Okay? So doing all these breathing techniques is allowing you to be upright, decompressing the body also. Because causing us this pressure in and out, you feel your internal muscles in the spine is opened up. So it's all scientific if you look at it, or you can look at it from the yoga perspective. Your body chakra is being lengthened, opened. So it's the same thing. So basically the body is functioning properly. So now I'm just going to not do any more breathing because you might just pass out. So we're just going to do small movements and just try to stretch a little bit more. So you're sitting upright, inhale, exhale, lateral flexion, and then come back, waking up the sides. So now your spine is more tall and lengthened, then you can actually feel the sides opening further. Your seat bones are planting down. So this is the whole point of the breathing technique. So you're able to move the body, able to see what you have to move, how to function the joints. So it's not about showing off, look what you can do with the yoga poses, but how well you can feel because of them. Right? Here we go. Two more. And one more. Then we can come up and relax. Then we're going to do some spinal rotation. I'm just going to go one side and the other side. When I take the arms out of the equation, I just feel the spine can move easier. Otherwise you end up moving the arms. Yeah, we don't want this. We want the spine to move. If you don't move your head, it's easier because then you don't get dizzy. So I'm just going to turn side to side. Breathe normally. Don't need to breathe in a one way or the other. Just make sure your breath is deep. And then take the other arm on top. And then we are twisting from the center like a corkscrew. I'm trying to make sure my seat bones are really grounded. And then I can move my body. Crown of the head pulls up. And then we can relax. Good. Now roll the shoulders. I'm going to go one arm at a time because we are listening to this beautiful chant. It's making me feel up. And then I can go both arms. Shoulders pulling back. Now other way around. The winter is just really cold, so you tighten up the shoulders and they lose their function. So we just need to make sure we mobilize the joints. And then we can relax. Then we're going to twist a bit further back. So twist one side, look over your shoulders, stay there. Elongate the spine. Remember the corkscrew through the crown of the head up to the ceiling. Deepen the breath. Soften the tension. Soften your intention. We are working through the spiral line in the body. So you're going to go one side, the other side. So when you're twisting to the left, internal obliques are moving and external obliques of the other side moves. So they're all moving together, so you're connecting each side basically. So that relates to Kundalini. We talked about the center, the chakras. And you feel the squeeze in the organs, internal organs. And when you've done all the breathing, notice how much more you can twist, how easily you can feel the twist happen. And then come back to center. And then we are going to go on the other side. You can stop for a while if you feel. You can just loosen up a bit more. And then you're going to go on the other side. Again, inhale, lift the crown of the head up. Exhale, we twist over. Keep breathing, keep lifting the head. Notice the space in between each and every bone. Just stay there a couple more seconds. And come back to center. That's the farthest I've ever been, because we did pranayama for 10 minutes or more. So that when you twist now, you feel you really went for it. And notice how much more relaxed your shoulders feel now. Notice how easy it is to sit down and how you feel more balanced on the right and the left. So this is the moment to start making our affirmations for the year ahead. If you can't think that far away, you can just think about what you're going to do tomorrow, or in the next week, or in the next month. No matter how small your affirmations are, just try to plant the seed and see whether it's going to encourage you to achieve those goals. It could be simple as decluttering the house. It could be simple as eating better. It could be simple as detoxing. It doesn't have to cost or take a lot of effort. If you set it in the small of your psyche, internally, it's inside of you. So every day you wake up with a mission. You'll be surprised how much you can achieve if your mind is ready for it. and your sleep is all focusing on your goals, not the other things, the other noise that we get around us. During the festivities, we had to be pressured into buying things for people, try to feel happy or jolly or drink or, you know, whatever it is that is being forced upon us through the society. So, all this influence from our environment, we can't ignore it because we were forced to have a day off, even if you didn't feel. You were forced to think about Christmas because it's a national holiday. So that can be putting pressure on you to be a certain way. And maybe you don't want to be that way. So you can just get busy with different thoughts, what you don't need to think. So let's clear our aura, our kundalini, so you can find your own purpose in life. What makes you happy really? What is most important to you? Now think about the affirmations. In the next day, next week, next year. Keep breathing. Don't forget to breathe. And you can decide to recline and just stay with these thoughts. But I'm just gonna go and stretch a little bit more on my legs. So just because I know people find it hard to sit for a long time, so you can actually bring one leg forwards, other leg other side. Do you see? Side saddle. So if you can go once inside of the other without any props, well done. Just sit side saddle that way. But you might need a cushion under the knee. Even though I don't need it, I'm going to put it there because I've been sitting down a long time. You can even put the cushion under this knee. So it depends where you want. You can sit on a block or a cushion, but this feels much better, so I'm going to sit there. So now I'm going to stretch the body here and try to lengthen a little bit more. You can still go back to your meditation, but just this time you're going to feel a little bit more stretch on the side. You can rest your arm on the ground or on the blocks. Relax your neck. Relax your shoulders. If you're lying on the floor, you can still relax all the body parts I call out. This is how you can keep your mind focused on yourselves, not on other things or other people. Just give up on tension. If your arm starts hurting, you can just wrap it around. Breathe and breathe some more. And then we can try to recline towards the front with that arm. So I'm gonna bring my blocks with me so I can try to rest my head down. My bum shouldn't be lifting off the floor. Grounding through the hips. Relaxing the neck, your shoulders. And keep thinking about your affirmations. Keep thinking about your mission, your intention, your lives. going to gently lift up from this end and just turn your body to the front. Have a little break. Notice how you're feeling. Then gently gonna swap the legs around, other way. I'm trying to use the cushion the same way. You may need extra cushions on one side. Who knows? Getting my blocks ready. Relaxing upright first. Then I'm going to go on the lateral flexion. And then I find my arm on the block, it helps. I'm going to relax the head. The same direction. Relax. If your arm's hurting, you wrap it around. Relax your neck. Deepen your thoughts, your breathing. Soften the body. Letting the internal organs relax. Don't force, your hips should be planted on the ground. Then we are going to gently turn to the front with the opposite arm coming forwards wherever you want to. And we're trying to rest the body. I got the yoga blocks under my head first so I can settle into the pose. Turn my palms up. And try to relax my hips and keep my pelvis grounded on the floor. And again, running my intentions for tomorrow, the week ahead. And the year ahead. Then gently lift yourselves up, not forcing. And I'm going to just sit again upright and cross my legs. You can decide to lie down longer if you want. Let's chant 3 times Om, 3 times Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Let the sound penetrate each and every cell in the body, waking you. Then inhale, lift the arms above the head, join your palms together. One last think of your affirmation. And bring the hands to your heart center. Happy New Year, everybody. I hope it's holding some kind of good feelings now inside of you, and you will set out to do whatever you want to. Okay? Namaste. See you next time.